live. I don't even know how to upload after I'm finished, but I guess it's not much different to Instagram. I do a lot of Instagram lives, but this is my first YouTube live. Okay, IDF soldiers, what the fuck is going on with these guys? Are they gone crazy? What are they doing? They're posting war crimes and acts of genocide all over TikTok. Like, I forgot the guy's name, this successful Palestinian YouTuber, Hamza Sada, I think. Yeah, Hamza Sada. I will link his channel down below. But he's amazing. He's putting a lot of truth on things. He's shining a lot of light on facts. And Israelis are really brainwashed. Like, pure and simple. Israelis are brainwashed. They can't think logically. They are as stupid as a potato. Zionism, right? Zionism. That's what Zionism gets you. Everybody knows it. Well, I don't know why the West insists on sticking with Israel, even though what I believe is that America would have to give Israel up. I believe America is going to give Israel up to Iran and let Iran have at it. That's what I think. Because Israel, all these years, has been just a burden for America. And the West needed a proxy in the Middle East. In fact, that's why Israel exists in the first place. Because the West needed a proxy. They say Iran uses proxy wars. Well, the West invented proxy wars. The first big terrorist group in the Middle East, Zionism. They are terrorists, in fact. You can see it with your own eyes. Don't argue. Don't deny it just to make yourself feel better. Because when you see soldiers talking about wanting to kill babies because those babies are terrorists, that means systematic terror. That means in Israeli society... Shut the fuck up. Making too much sound. It's the middle of the night and they just want to make noise. Sorry about that. I got a couple of parrots down there. Yeah, hi. Thanks for joining the live. And yeah, I think they're really going crazy. Israeli soldiers are going just the whole Zionist community. They are just crazy. They've become as stupid as a potato, posting war crimes, posting genocide. You can see it. Just search for it. Don't say no. Don't argue with facts. There is video after video of IDF soldiers just murdering people. I'm from Iran. Yeah, I'm from Iran. Hi. And I truly think that the United States is gonna let Iran have at Israel, just because Israel is a really big burden for America. And I don't believe America wants to continue having Israel as an ally. USS Liberty. Israel shot USS Liberty and killed around 30 American soldiers and wounded more than 150 people. And America did nothing. Israel knew about 9/11. There's proof. There's hard proof. And the people who were dancing on that bridge when the Twin Towers came down, they confessed on Israeli TV that they were there to report back, to record and report, what if you might call it that. So isn't that terror? I think Zionists are terrorists. The Israeli government just has built the biggest terror group on the planet, and I think Israel is done. Israel is done. It's like a scorpion in a ring of fire. and they don't have much moves left. And I think we're gonna have nuclear war soon because I don't know. I think America is interested in another ground invasion in the Middle East, and Israel isn't gonna let it go. Israel is not gonna let Iran go. Benjamin Netanyahu wants war with Iran, and if America doesn't join the war, Israel would have to use nuclear weapon. There is no other way for Israel to do any harm to Iran without nuclear weapons. And even with nuclear weapons, Iran will definitely prevail in the war between Iran and Israel, unless America decides to throw ground forces at Iran. Nuclear power is not going to bring down Iran. That's a fact. That's a fact. No, I don't care how much nuclear power Israel and America use on Iran. They can do a lot of damage. They can do a lot of damage, and they have proven, Western nations like America has proven that it's willing to do a lot of damage. And I think they will again soon to Iran, but I don't think they can win this war. Iran doesn't give up. Iran is something else, and they know it. Iran is in Iraq, Iran is in Afghanistan, and they know how embarrassing Iraq and Afghanistan was for them. The US government knows. They know how embarrassing Iraq and Afghanistan, how costly it was for the government. It was just crazy. Trillions of dollars. I think $8 trillion in Afghanistan. That's crazy. And if you think Iran is going to cost any less for them, oh, just think again. Everybody knows the influence and power of Iran in the Middle East, and it's not that hard to overlook some very key factors here. It's not that hard to overlook them at all, because Iran would play. Yeah? You want to bet? I bet you that's not going to happen. Now, Iran, you can't compare Iran to Iraq and Afghanistan. That's just stupid. That's just being brainwashed by propaganda. You cannot comprehend the military power of Iran. You think just because of nuclear power, and how hard do you think it is for Iran to get nuclear power? We know for a fact that Iranian government has said Iran can get nuclear power in just a week, 3 days. How hard is it? You have Iran has the technology. Iran has everything it needs to get nuclear bombs, but we don't need it. Iran's influence on the world isn't military. It's just truth and fact. Iran has been speaking out against Zionism for years now. And now the whole world can see what's going on. If they're not blind, like if you actually look at the facts and look at what Israeli IDF soldiers are posting on TikTok. What is genocide? Can somebody tell me what genocide means? Genocide means getting rid of a population based on race. That's exactly what Israel is doing. That's exactly what the IDF is doing. Why did they just bomb North Gaza like that? Why did they have to do that? Even when the people left, everybody left, and they just wrecked the place. They just want to kill them all, get rid of them. It's a race war. The Israelis are super racist. Like, I don't think most Americans understand how racist Israelis are. I mean, Americans are racist also, but Israelis are something else. Like, those Zionist Jews are just disgusting. I don't have anything against Jews. I don't even know where this anti-Semitic bullshit just came from. It's not anti-Semitism, it's just fact. It's not about Jews, it's about Zionists. Many good Jews, many honest Jews are coming out and speaking against Zionism. That's just fact. You can't watch children get shot and blown up to pieces and not say something. And as soon as you say something, they call you anti-Semitic. That's bullshit. If a Muslim does that, if a Jew does that, if a Christian does that, and if an atheist does that, if a Buddhist does that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all who does it. It's just fact. You can't go kill a population just because you want to take their land, and it doesn't matter how long it's been. People seem to forget that this conflict is going on for over a century now. And every time you talk about it, just October 7th. Fuck you and fuck October 7th. In fact, October 7th was not a terror attack. It was an act of resistance. They were in a concentrate camp. They were prisoners. Palestinians are in an open air prison. And if you break out of a prison you're in for no reason, for no damn reason at all, just because of your race. They put you in a prison because of your race, and then you try to break out and kill the prisoners, the prison guards. That's not an act of terror. That's an act of resistance. In fact, I'm surprised Hamas didn't happen way sooner, and it will happen again and again and again until Israel's done for. And every time it happens, Israeli power and influence is going to drop and diminish. And see how many Israelis ran from Israel. Well, lucky them, they have dual citizenships, all of them. Poor people from Gaza can't go anywhere. Like, where are they going to go? 2 million people on a tiny land. Where are they going to go? This is just unbelievable. You look at history and you see what Nazis did in World War II, and you say that is never going to happen again. You say that's impossible. Nobody's going to let that happen again. The whole world is going to stand up and just kill them bastards that try to do this again. But we see it happen again. Israel is doing the exact same fucking thing all over again. It's just the same thing. They're Nazis. Zionists are Nazis. They're worse than Nazis. At least Nazis didn't just bomb them. They came to them. They came to their enemies face to face. These bastards don't even have the guts to face their enemies. They don't even know who Hamas is. They just round up people and torture them and just beat things out of them, just expecting them to know some Hamasi guy to just go and kill. You can't just round up people and beat them and interrogate them. That's crazy. What's happening in Gaza is crazy, and people who defend Israel, it's just so much denial. I can't even fathom the it's just unbelievable, unhumane. I guess humanity is a precious thing. I guess those of us who can feel for the pain of other people should be grateful that we have that, because apparently many don't. I don't understand how. I don't understand how the United States stands behind Israel like this. You can't keep the moral mask on any longer. The world has seen what you did. Everybody saw what you did. Everybody knows what you did. You committed genocide. You bombed a whole city. You killed more than 50,000 people. Those are the numbers that just they counted. Like, how many people are under the rubble? How many people are they going to find in mass graves? Tortured, raped. They rape children in the IDF. IDF soldiers rape children, and Israel protects them. What would happen if any other country around here in the Middle East started doing that? what would the propaganda go to? Like, imagine if any other country, just a semi-Muslim country in the Middle East, or a Muslim country in the Middle East, starts doing what the IDF is doing on a very, very small scale. They would start vilifying them immediately. They would make demons out of them, like demons and terrorists and genocidal freaks and crazy people. But Israel is doing it on a very, very large scale, and nobody's saying anything. The West isn't saying anything. Yeah, Trump acts like he cares, but he's a Zionist too. Trump is a Zionist. You know it. It's just obvious. All Zionists. The whole U.S. government is Zionist, and anybody who isn't Zionist can't do anything. Like, fuck your democracy. Like, where's American democracy? America tries to bring democracy to other countries, like all the way around the world, in the Middle East. You don't even have democracy yourself. Like, what would happen if every American stands up and say, enough is enough, we don't want to support Israel. We don't want our tax dollars go to Israel. We don't want you to pay them with our money, to pay them with our military supplies, and to send soldiers to Israel to use our advanced military supplies against people in Gaza. What would happen if every American said that? Nothing would happen, because you don't have democracy. There is no democracy. It's just a facade. It's just bullshit. Anybody who thinks just a little bit can see at least the first layer of the facade, and it goes deep, way deeper than you can understand. And neither do I, frankly. I don't think anybody knows how deep this cover is going. Like, think about it. All the reasons, all the events that have taken place in history, from the first Zionist appearance, or when was it, like 1946, when even before that, like even more than a century now, Zionism is crazy. You don't understand what they're doing, the beliefs they have, that this land is ours, and the founders of Zionism are atheists. They just use the Torah where it suits them and ignore everything else. The Torah says don't steal, don't kill, don't rape. But they do those anyway. They do all of those things. And they just say God gave them some land, so they have to kill everybody and bomb their homes and kill their babies. Nonsense. Think about it. Really think about it. Don't be defensive when you hear the truth. Even some Israelis must understand how disgusting this is. Children, infants, 1-year-old, 2-year-old. I'm a father. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and every time I look at my daughter, I feel the pain of a father in Gaza, and that's disgusting what Israel is doing. How are we even defending it? How can anybody defend that? Okay, it's almost 20 minutes. It was my first live here on YouTube, and I can't believe my eyes. I don't have any subscribers on YouTube, and I got 30 people in my live at one point, and on Instagram I have 24,000 followers, and yeah, I get a couple of views on my lives, but not this much. Well, more than 3, but yeah, compared to the subscribers I have on YouTube. Okay, thank you. I thank you very much for being here, listening. That's my opinion on Zionism. And I think it is truly the end of Israel. I think America is gonna just say, fuck it, have at Israel. Like, America's gonna throw Israel to the wolves, and Israel is gonna fall like crazy. Like, it's satisfying downfall of Israel. I'm gonna make that YouTube video when it happens, and I'm gonna go to Gaza, and I'm gonna film in Gaza. after the satisfying downfall of Israel, because America is like it's an America knows politics, and as soon as the American government sees a lot of Americans are against what's going on, and they can't cover it up anymore. It's the cat's out of the bag. As soon as they started committing genocide in front of live cameras and IDF soldiers posting on TikTok, the whole world saw that there is no morality in what they do. It's just insanity and sociopaths. Just sociopaths with guns. Crazy people with guns. Brainwashed. Go watch Hamza Saada's YouTube channel, and you will understand how brainwashed Israeli society is. Zionism, right? And it starts at a very early age. They start brainwashing them at a very young age. Okay, that was a nice talk. See you tomorrow. Good night or good day wherever you are. Bye.